Hey, what's going on, fight fans? This is Coach D, the Wild Man, coming at you again. You know what time it is. Another episode of MMA Fight Camp. You know what I do. I find you the best stories. I find you the best interviews, and I let you know what's going on in the world of MMA. I got my dog on the line, CJ Hamilton. He got a fight coming up that he going to talk about. He going to let us know what's going on with the 125-pound division. And you know what? People still ain't calling him out. So, but he's fighting, so something must be working out. So, CJ, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, Coach D? Nice to see you again. We good, though. We over here chilling. Just got done doing my little early morning routine.
Okay.
And decided to chop it up with you, catch up with you, see how you doing.
Man, I'm doing good. I keep finding these stories, man. So, so catch me up. I know you got a fight going up, a fight coming up, so let the fans know what's going on with you right now.
I'm fighting March 8th for the NFC flyweight title. Main event, I'm fighting Jason Fagler. He's 6-2. Good stand-up guy. Has some wrestling, has some grappling. It's to the point where he's not going to show me anything I've never seen before. So I'm just ready to get back in it. My last fight, I fought Jimmy Flick in LFA in Texas. And, I'm not the type of guy to pull out of fights. I had a very serious pre-existing injury leading up maybe 2 weeks before that.
Yeah.
And they switched opponents. Jonathan Martinez, he's in the UFC now. He actually just fought on 234. He won. I was supposed to fight him. He got the call.
Okay.
So they switched Jimmy Flick within like a week. And, like I said, I had a pretty serious pre-existing injury leading up to that week, but it is what it is. I'm a man. I mean, either way, I got in that cage. I don't pull out of fights, so it didn't go my way like I wanted it to, but it is what it is. It's time to rattle off some more wins and get back to where I was.
Okay, so like I said, speaking of your fights and your wins at 125 right now, what's going on with the division? The UFC says they may or may not get rid of the 125, even though Cejudo just won. So right now, the 125 is still there. What's the buzz that you hearing for the 125ers right now?
Really, I just, as far as the UFC, it's kind of sketchy right now because I got one of the best managers in the game on Hodak, Kale Reps. After that fight that I had with Flick, LFA, he comes up to me. He's like, yo, you might want to start putting on some weight. It sounds like to me, and this was before the whole Demetrius trade.
Yeah.
Right. So that fight was on a Friday night. And he told me that. And that Tuesday, Demetrius got traded. So shout out to Oren. He let me know ahead of time when to start bulking. But it's in a very sticky situation because of Demetrius leaving. I think he kind of had a lot of eyes on our division, but now that he's gone, they need somebody to take over. And right now, it's Henry Cejudo. Clearly, I mean, he's the champ, and then he just beat TJ, which I'm a fan of both. I just felt like that weight cut, even though TJ made championship weight, it was just going to be hard to recover from that because he hasn't been that low in so long. And it's a sticky situation. It sucks that it has to be our weight class. But I felt like that was going to come sooner or later. But hopefully they don't get rid of it. I feel like and there's still 125ers on the roster like Benavidez. You got Sergio Pettis. I feel like the top 10 probably still on under contract. So, but I hope they reinstate it. But if they don't, there are other promotions. That I wouldn't mind fighting for ONE FC, Brave FC, and One Global. So there's still places for us to rise. But I mean, the UFC, that's just the mecca. Like that is the highest of the highest. So I really hope they reinstate it. But if not, I take it as it comes, and I'm still gonna leave my legacy behind. Whether the UFC has the 125 division or not. So
okay. So as far as you're concerned, you're gonna stay at 125, or you think about bulk up to 135? What you at on that?
for the most part, you know, I wouldn't mind fighting at 35. The right 35. It has to be right. Like I'm not gonna. And with my record now, see, I'm about to be fighting my 21st professional fight.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like this. I've climbed the ladder so much at 125. If I go to 135, I'm gonna have to start right back from the bottom.
Yeah, I feel you.
So unless it's like a super fight, you know what I mean, or belts are involved, or it's a good guy. The guy's like he's a name, and you know what I mean. Like that.
Yeah.
That's the only fights that make sense to me. Am I gonna go out of my way and fight a 4-0 or 4-1, 135? That doesn't make sense. That's not.
Yeah.
I'm not a paycheck fighter. As you can see, I try to fight the best competition, and we look for the best competition.
Okay.
Because, I'm not the type to, pad my record, you know what I mean? And then try and get into the big show. And then when I fight somebody that's a real one, I'm not going to know how to adjust or, react to them. So we try to find the best of the best. And, I feel like so far I'm doing a good job at it.
Okay, so your fight coming up in March. Okay, where do you put him? If you get past him, does that elevate your career, or how do you see this guy you get ready to fight?
You know what? I don't overlook anybody. They came to me with the fight. I haven't fought in Atlanta since 2015. It's been a while. I've been traveling so much, and I've been trying to get back in Atlanta and the fight. At least one more time before we start traveling again.
Yeah.
With this guy, it's just another win. I think he's looking at me as a stepping stone, which is a very, very bad idea. I'm no man's stepping stone. You know what I mean? I've been in there with some of the best, and I've beaten some of the best. So I think it's more of I'm the A side fighter and he's the B side.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to him, but he only has 8 fights, and within those 8 fights to my 20, like you know what I mean, the competition is different. But I don't overlook anybody. But with me, it's just like okay, just starting to rattle off those wins again and get on that 6-fight, 7-fight win streak.
Yeah,
and then maybe getting a look, maybe being a UFC alternate. If somebody misses weight or gets injured, I'm always ready. I'm always training. Yeah. So at any given time, I can always get that call. So
yeah. Well, that's it. I'm always listening to what's going on with UFC, and Dana White says, "Hey, get on the Contender or get on Looking for a Fighter or getting on, on Tough." You think about getting back on one of those, or you pretty much?
I've done that already. Like me, I want to go straight to the show. There's no, I fought in LFA 3-4 times. I was on the Contender. I didn't have a good showing there. But I've been there already. I've done like my time. There was a guy on the last UFC card last weekend. He was 6-4. 6-4. Like I couldn't believe it. And you got guys like me. I was 11-4 at one point in time, 6-fight win streak. Like how did I not get the call? But and you'll drive yourself crazy trying to figure out how what. So all I can do is just focus on what I can control and just take it step by step and do it like that. But I'm in good hands. I got great coaches behind me. Chuck Cawthon, my main trainer at Contemporary Martial Arts. Jimmy Fowles, my jiu-jitsu coach. I've been training with him a lot. I got my boxing coach, Keith Kepner. He's helped out a good bit as far as my boxing. My wrestling coach, Jim Robinson. I'm in good hands. So all we have to worry about, not worry about, is just concern ourselves with the present, and the future will come.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, hey, man, use this time. Hey, give shout out to your family, your friends, your sponsors. Let them know what's going on with you.
All right, first off, I want to give a shout out to Contemporary Martial Arts and Revolution Martial Arts, Chuck Cawthon, Jimmy Fowler. Like I said again, these men are the wizards behind what I do. You can thank them for when I slap you in the cage. Like that's not my fault. I'm just listening to them. Jim Robinson, my training partners, Tim Curitin, Sam Bryson, Tyler Barber. I got, my manager, once again, Oren Hodak, KO Reps, knockout representation. That dude's a beast. He's doing his thing. He's, if you wanna get on KO, you need to let me know, because we coming for 2019. It's gonna be a big year.
Okay.
Shout out to my parents. Always doing certain stuff for me, as far as making me be the best that I am. Shout out to my girlfriend, Peyton Townley. If I don't shout her out, she'd probably kill me. So, shout out to my dietitian, Carolina Cawthon. She makes weight. She makes me making weight so easy.
All right, hey, that's what it is, man. Once again, give us your name, give us your camp.
All right, CJ the Audubon Hamilton, coming straight out of Hartwell, Georgia, contemporary martial arts. It's us. It's us. CMA all day. I love y'all. Thank y'all for following me. Thank y'all for giving me the time. And Coach D, man, let me know. And, you said you never heard nobody call me out. You wonder why. That is because of where I'm at, man. And, I state straight facts, too.
Hey, this is what it is, man. Hey, like I said, hey, that's CJ the Audubon Hamilton. Let you know what it is. He's coming to get it. March what again? What's the date?
March 8th, NFC 117, going for the flyweight title. It was held by my training partner, Jared Scoggins. So we just going to switch it off real quick. It goes from Revolution to us. So it ain't going nowhere. Two legends can coexist. For all y'all wanting us to fight, two legends can coexist, and we train together. So unless y'all getting through us, y'all ain't going nowhere.
All right, well, you heard it. He done been told me to shut the hell up on that, so it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and let it ride like that.
I'm just letting it be known.
Hey, that's what it is. All right, it's Coach D. Doing what I'm doing. Give me the best energy. What I said, CJ Hamilton doing his daggone thing. NFC, it is what it is. You hear from me again. Peace out.
Yes, sir.